Good morning, family. It's Expert Pest Control. We're just chiming in. We're getting ready for the day. We got a few things on the schedule. We got a WDI inspection. We got a bed bug follow-up. But today we're talking about bees. We're going to let you know, the different kind of bees that's out there. You're going to be talking to the master tech. And we're going to let you know the different kind of bees that's out there. And I don't know what you can do for the bees. He'll tell you, but you can call us if you don't want to get stung. Some people are allergic and all of that sort of thing. But he's going to go over, what we do, where he finds the bees when they come. People have them in all sorts of places. And you probably basically could stay out their way until you call, because we'll come out with a bee suit. And we had some interesting stories, we got some stories from back 20 years ago. I have them tell you about that. Maybe more than that. Maybe 20 years ago, because our son went with him to the job. You remember that one, Nick? When y'all went to the barn?
Oh, yeah.
He went to the barn, So we got bee suit and everything, but, we take our children with us, on the job, so they can learn how to do stuff, when they get older, they'll be able to make some money and do, know a trade, so my husband, brilliant, he made sure they know what to do. I don't know if they follow the rules all the time, but they got their own passions, what they want to do, but we know that if we need them, we can take them on the job with us. They know what to do. And they got their certification, through him. All right, give me a minute. Come on, yeah. No, I don't pause. You coming on? We're just gonna do a couple of minutes. Tell them about. Say good morning.
Okay, good morning.
You tell them about when y'all went on that bee job or whatever. Well, I think they called in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm. Well, a lot of them, yeah, a lot of them call in the middle of the night. Because bees can be pretty wicked sometimes, but a lot of people don't know. If you're not into pest control, you're not sure when bee season starts. Bee season starts in the summer. That's pretty much typically when the bees start showing up. But that's not when the bees get started. The bees actually get started in the spring. But the bee season is actually what we consider bee season is actually starts in July, around the summertime.
Right now, I think we have about 2 or 3 bee jobs a day.
Yep, and we get quite a few bees. These bees can range from yellow jacket bees to bald face hornets, the European hornets, to recently murder hornets. So we can get, quite a few bees. Murder hornets is new ones on the list.
Also, we had people call about carpenter bees and honeybees.
Carpenter bees and honeybees. Honeybees are actually protected, by the EPA that they don't want you. Yeah, they don't want you killing the honeybees because they're beneficial to the environment. They create honey for us, and actually fascinating to me. I kind of enjoy them, because they're not really aggressive. They do sting you, but they not they don't want to sting you. They have to sting you.
But they make big hives though. They'll take over your attic.
Yeah, so
they'll take it over. They make big hives, but we'll relocate them to a beekeeper.
Yeah, so we got a beekeeper that we can take the bees to, and we give the honey. The beekeeper likes the honey. So we give the honey to the beekeeper as also the bees as well. Whenever we get a honeybee job. But the nastiest type of bees are the yellow jackets. The yellow jackets can make a hive anywhere. They can make a hive in the ground. They can make a hive on the house, on the side of the house, going in and out of the house.
In the barn.
They can make a hive. I done seen them make a hive inside the car engine. Inside the cars, under the cars, in the wheels, around the wheels of the cars, they
can't even drive.
In the motorcycle. I done seen a yellow jacket make a hive anywhere, So yellow, they can be pretty nasty. I think the worst one I had was I had a yellow jacket hive. I think I ended up taking that hive out inside three contractor bags. It was huge. It shook the top part of the barn. We went in 3 o'clock in the morning, me and my son, and that hive. It was so many bees. It shook after we started treating it. Well, I was treating it, and I had a flood. Like they covered the flood. Like there was so many of them. There was thousands of them.
You have to be careful if you go up to the barn and you can hear it. It's like an airplane.
Yeah. So we so I treated it, and it shook the floor that I was standing on the loft. It shook that floor. That's how many bees it was, and we ended up taking that beehive out in about 3 contractor bags. I never saw nothing like it. Should have videotaped it, but that was maybe about 12 years ago.
And you had our son with you because we weren't thinking it was going to be like that. We don't want to put him in no harm's way.
Yeah,
but when he looked, he was like, uh-oh.
Yeah, so I got rid of that beehive, then recently, last year, we had the murder hornets. It was quite a few of them guys too, and they come out at us. It's a lot of them. They really large, and they scary. Got the red face. It's pretty scary looking. And I almost got bit by one of them. You got to be careful. So whenever you're dealing with bees, a few things you got to notice about. You got to keep down clutter. Like wood piles and stuff like that around your house. Keep your grass cut down a little lower so you don't end up going inside your lawn and the ground.
But the
so
bushes.
Keep the ground, the bushes, you want to keep them trimmed and be leery about bee activity, because some bees got a purpose, so if you see bees activity back and forth, them bees got a purpose, so you want to stay clear of them, and a lot of people, like myself, you get a little bit older, you don't know that you may be allergic. I'm not allergic, at least not yet.
So far.
But when you get a little bit older, I just talked to a gentleman yesterday, never been allergic in his life. He's 70 years old. He said when he was 50, he got stung by a bee, swole him up, and he was about to go to bed, and the doctor said, it's a good thing you didn't, because you probably wouldn't have woke up.
Ooh.
So he was 50 when that happened. He had pictures to show me. He said he became allergic. So it's a scary thing when you're allergic and you don't know it, and you dealing with bees like I am, and it happens. So you got to be leery about them. You got to be careful with them, and you got to respect them.
A lot of times people, they get bit by something and they ask you, oh, should I go to the doctor? Well, we're not gonna say don't go.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, go.
I had a woman the other day.
Bat, was it?
No, she didn't get bit by the bat, but she didn't know. But what happened was the bat was flying inside her room while she was asleep, and she asked me, should I go get a shot? And I said, absolutely. I said, you don't know what that bat did, I said, so yeah, go get checked. I said, because if you get rabies, it may be too late.
It's over.
So rabies is a killer. So we recommend any kind of problems that people think that that they may have. We'll recommend the safest the safest solution. It's easier to get a shot than not to wake up the next day, So
we're making fun, but it's true, you don't know,
Yeah, things happen. Bugs can be pretty dangerous, so that's why I say when you're dealing with bees, it's best to get a professional, and not take a chance. Bees, they can be pretty wicked, especially when you're dealing with yellow jackets, bald-faced hornets, European hornets. European hornets are not as bad, but they do spit venom in your eye. They do spit venom at you.
Well, this is the one time when we're gonna tell you don't try to do it yourself with the bees.
Yeah,
you don't want no trouble.
And murder hornets is the new ones, and they sting can be pretty bad. So just be careful and get yourself a professional to deal with any kind of bee problem. Okay. Honeybees, you're gonna have to get a professional because that involves construction. You got to open things up in order to get the honey out because it can cause more problems. If you leave the honey inside, it can cause problems with bugs, ants, anything. Leave the honey in there.
Wood rot and all that.
Yeah,
but we got to go because it's time to go to work. So we just was dropping this for you, and give us a call if you have any question, you need any help. 216-407-7544.
We're gonna hold that card up, hold the business card so they can see it.
Oh, all right. Put this in there. You can, I don't know if they can see whatever. I don't know. 216-255. What is it?
8410.
8410. I don't call myself
Is
too
that
much.
backwards?
It might be backwards. They can't see
Yeah,
it like
I
that.
think
We
that's
learning
backwards.
as we go. Okay. Give us a call. Bye-bye.